Courtney with Fanservice, and with me is Kimberly Balduf and Chris Anburn from New Experience Workshop.
That's right.
All right. You're here at ChupacabraCon. Is this your first year at this con?
This is our first year at ChupacabraCon, and this is actually our first convention selling our products.
Nice.
First post-Kickstarter convention.
I know you've got a couple of games that I kind of played around with. I think I was the first one to solve a particular puzzle in a particular way yesterday.
That's right, yeah. We have Palette Swap, which is our color-changing puzzle game in which you're trying to make color schemes using your palette and your opponent's palette, and you're the first one to do it in one move.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It was fun. Oh, granted, I'm also an artist. You've also got a couple of other games, and
We've brought Shootout, the High Noon card game, which is just a really fast, really fun game for 2 to 6 players in which you are doing high noon street duels and last man standing wins.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
It's a really great game to just throw in your bag and take to conventions like ChupacabraCon.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like we're just drawing cards instead of drawing guns and bullets.
Well, it's a lot like that. It's got that tense moment of squaring off with someone else in the middle of the street because everyone's got their hand of 5 cards, and when you pick someone else to shoot out with, everyone lays them down. You and just the one other person take them, lay them down, compare them, and one person wins, one person's dead.
That's pretty nice.
Fun.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
You just launched a Kickstarter for one of those games, or a different third game?
We're going to be kickstarting a expansion to Shootout in 2017, which is going to be Honor and Fortune, and that's going to take the 4 to 6 player game experience, break everyone up into teams in which their posse is going to try and control the streets, giving a little more control over when you do a shootout, but also a lot more at stake when you lose one.
That makes sense. I mean, it sounds like it's fun. I mean, okay, so tell us a little bit more about Color Palette.
Palette Swap.
Palette Swap, thank you.
It's a very thinky game. It's an abstract puzzle game in which you have a palette of 5 colors, and you're trying to do 3 basic moves using the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, that you match, mix, and swap. By doing so, you can change the colors in your opponent's palette, so you can make sort of color schemes, such as a complementary scheme, which would be red-orange and blue-green. And you would want to have red-orange in your palette, blue-green in your opponent's palette, and that would let you put down one of your color scheme cards. When you put down a color scheme card, then you have you're 1/5 of your way to your goal, because each player's got 5 in their hand, and they're trying to get all 5 before everyone else does. And every move you make is going to be changing the moves your opponent has available, because you've just changed the colors they have to act with. So it's a lot of back and forth, and it's really fun, especially in a group when you're playing with the person on your left, and they're trying to get the one to their left, and everyone's just going around. Everything's getting switched around.
It sounds like art school, Rubik's Cube, and chaos is how I'm envisioning this right now.
It's really fun for artists, but it's also got a bit of an educational value for younger players or just anyone interested in art, because it does actually use real color schemes like you would actually use in art projects, and it kind of explains that sort of area. And it's even got a variant for playing with smaller children where it's more cooperative and a little more relaxed and less cutthroat, in which they can learn their colors and have a good time.
That sounds pretty well thought out, especially for the children aspect.
Oh yeah, we want to do something that was educational, because too many games, they're educational, they're not fun. So we wanted to make something that was fun and happens to be educational.
And this literally means all ages by doing that too. So
we
don't even have an age on the box, because we feel like parents should be able to decide what age their children are ready, because the core concepts are very simple. It's just a matter of sort of grasping those.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I played a little bit of it yesterday, just doing that little puzzle challenge, and I can see like my aunt and a couple of my other cousins using that in their classroom, because
absolutely. We've actually reached out to some teachers and offered them to get a free copy, those who are interested in games for students.
Yeah, I think I know another one who might be interested, but I don't know if she'd have to pass it on to one of her other partners, but it sounds like fun.
Well, yeah.
I mean, are you planning on any other educational games too soon? Or?
Really, Palette Swap is so out of our wheelhouse, we didn't even go the Kickstarter route and get a big production of this. We've hand-assembled 100 copies with sourcing our materials from different parts, different companies. And I feel like really proud of what we've come up with, because I feel like we've come up with a very professional product despite it being made with our own hands, and we're looking to gauge his interest. If this run sells out, we'd love to do a much nicer run for a more elaborate production. But if it's just gonna have to see how it goes.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. You're from New Experience Workshop. Where can we find you on the web?
NewExperienceWorkshop.com is our website, and we have we always posting lots of fun stuff on Facebook and Twitter, and that's going to either be Facebook.com/NewGamesPage or Twitter.com/NewGamesPage or @NewGamesPage on Twitter.
Nice. All right, and again, this is Fanservice. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
I would be the sniper in the back, making sure you all died and I could get the loot myself. That's
Well, that's what I'm
me.
saying. Like, you and I would just be in the back going, let them kill themselves. Okay, now finish off the rest. Let's go clean up.